want to see and not be seen. Leave it to me.
The stars are all wrong up there. I have to make them right again.
Why not?
Stars shooting past on all sides, weaving across the great void.
Casita, I know this prisoner, Bekarna. She presented her research to the Circle, but of course they laughed her out into the streets.
Kindness is so rare in this place. I don't know this sky. It doesn't have my stars. Can you help me find the sky again?
Her mind is broken. She cannot speak in plain terms. But her grasp on metaphor seems pretty sound.
Those are my words, but not my stars.
Wrong book, I think. Maybe something with charts and pretty pictures will calm her down.
This sky. The stars are all wrong up there. I have to make them right again. This prison hides understanding. Words are chained down.
Memories, the mind, the soul. These things are intimately interlinked. Damage to one can result in significant, often irreversible, harm to another.
I am wrong inside. Only the stars can make me right again. A big hand snatched me away.
More metaphors. I can think of only one hand that fits the description.
I learned the secret. A real big one, or maybe just the beginning of one. The hand didn't like that. Great big hand. This place. One finger, yes? Many hands, many fingers.
Despicable. How many brilliant minds have they destroyed in service of their mission?
Keeping an eye out. I got it.
Can you make the stars right again? Would you look at that? Everything slowed down and all the noise in my head went quiet. Thank you. And thank you, friend. I have not forgotten your kindness after the Circle was so cruel to me.
I gave you a cup of tea. That is no excuse to paw at me like a grateful kitten.
I must find my way to the surface, or the closest thing to it. Once I am safe, we can speak more again, huh? Sientere. But I will answer them another. I will see you soon, my friend. Did you need something?
Ma dico, has she lost her mind again already?
Of course, you're the one who gave me back the stars. Sientere, I'm just not myself outside of the observatory. You don't need to worry about me. Even if I might not always know your face, there's a place in my memory where the idea of you resides. If that makes sense. Before I forget, again, here, some things I picked up on my way back from the collections. It's not much, but it's all I could scrounge together. I never touch this stuff. They give me bad dreams. I lost more than my senses in this place. The collections takes everything from people. Everything that matters. You've covered a lot of ground, so it can't hurt to ask. Have you seen my grimoire?
I lost my grimoire once. Arkemir poured honey on the pages and left it on the roof for gulls to pick over. I think he was punishing me for smacking around his favorite imp.
When I got here, someone without a face ripped him out of my clutches. I've been worried sick ever since. My little book friend. We've been through a lot together, and we both have the creases to show for it. His spine is a little bent, and my index a few pages short. But together we make one half-decent wizard act.
Wizards and their eccentricities. Something about Arcana must drive all Kith to madness.
Do you think she's given her grimoire a name as well?
The book is a piece of me, Ak. He's where my thoughts and conclusions go, so that I can find them when I forget them. With such things, it is not easy to start from the beginning. Agrasima, I know that finding one specific book in this disorganized library is a tall order. In this place, books tend to flow through the archives. I would go there myself, but I cannot fight the faceless ones holding any grimoire but my own.
One of these days you must learn. A wizard must be adaptable, Ak.
The stars shine down on us always, but we hardly know them at all. Until we can look them in the face, they are a mystery to rival the gods. The stars remind me of my smallness in the wider world. Our wars and our bloodshed, everything which causes us to raise a blade in anger, seem insignificant when you hold them up to starlight. For me, magic is the same, humbling. We organize that power into runes and books, but even then we are only seeing the light that magic casts, not the thing itself. I suppose I'm inspired by the unbearable size and mystery of it all. It gives me hope in sad times.
I get a similar feeling after my morning tea, but you will not hear me waxing poetic about it.
We must take what hope we can when we find it.
That island lies in some disputed waters. One day, Raut, I launched a colony ship to fortify the beaches, and the Valians responded in kind with a naval blockade. Onekasa held an open court to negotiate territory rights. I was the only petitioner who did not represent one of her enemies, and she thought it would be very funny if the trading companies left empty-handed. She even helped me finance the observatory and donated 10 crates full of books. We have been good friends ever since. Onekaza visits whenever she can make the time. She loves to stargaze. This damned prison. It took my mind, my possessions, and even my words. My grimoire and I are of a kind. We thrive on the stars, rely on them. If you can reach the tallest point of this facility, maybe there is a window or something. You saw how the stars helped me once before. It is the same with my grimoire. Our talent and grasp of magic, it touches us all a little differently, huh?
There's no reason that should work. But I suppose there's no reason it shouldn't either.
And risk being dragged back into my habitat in the collections? Some of us are not equipped to fight tentacled abominations. I'm not asking you to move the stars. If you happen to find their light, simply remember me. Agressima, my friend. You will know where to find me. I remember you. Thank you for coming back to me. And thank you, Watcher. Now I have 2 friends, and I feel richer than ever. This is it. Now I remember how I got involved in this mess. I was searching for a celestial catalyst.
I believe she refers to the metal born of falling stars. It's supposedly charged with arcane energy and, by all accounts, exceedingly difficult to come by.
Ak, he has the right of it. I have been researching the properties of wayward stars. If my findings pan out, a piece of one may be the last component I need to scribe my first spell. That and my book friend here. I know that a star fell on the Black Isles recently. A brilliant purple rock streaked across the sky and landed in this area. The only trick is finding it. Once I have the metal and complete my spell, I'll see to it that you are the second person in all the world to wield its power.
If you had started your tale by explaining how it would benefit us, we would have agreed to it by now.
You saved me the asking, Watcher.
There is much left unanswered about their power. Stars do not visit Aurora very often. For that reason alone, not many wizards bother to study them. I am just one wizard with a telescope. But I have speculated that there is life among the stars, and its energy reaches out to us from time to time.
I suspect that crossing the sheer enormity of the ether would strip a stone of any meaningful energy. It would be far more likely for it to amass essence on arrival at Aora.
Knowing the circle, it will not be so simple. It could take years. Even Consul Hoth had to fight for his acceptance. All the same, I am determined to try. The hall is obscured like a magpie on the hunt for shiny things. We are more likely to find the celestial catalyst here than anywhere else in the archipelago. Then we are well paired. Agrasima, Watcher. The keepers of this prison might not permit you to take the star metal. If you must harm someone to claim it, make it quick. Ak? I spotted a shooting star in the skies over the Black Isles. So brilliant and bright. I sent mercenaries to find it, but heard nothing back for some time. Weeks later, their leader reported back to the observatory, but he was wrong on the inside. Like his mind was not his own. I blasted him with everything I had, but he dragged me screaming into that prison. There was something about my research the Hand Occult wanted to hide. They never told me what it was. Sad to say that difficulties of the mind are nothing new for me. Some months ago, a spell backfired, and I need a little help to recall myself from time to time. But that shrieking from the collections, that was different. It wipes you clean. Whole days passed where it took everything I had just to remember to breathe. I think my accident was the only reason I had any mind left to recover. There was some part of me up here that the screams never reached. The collections must have claimed the mercenaries. More test subjects for their vile experiments. Every day the keepers threw more bodies down into the pit, or fed them alive and screaming to the worm dog. Ask away, Amica. I have no urgent plans. Ak, but you are generous to look. Falling stars are elusive on the best of days, even when they sit still.
Why not?
I recognize this. Star metal. Arkemir had a few samples lying around, though they did not glow as brightly as this one. He shunned celestial research, tossed out any studies of the sky that crossed his desk. But it wasn't doubt or disagreement that irked him. No, he acted like he was afraid of something. I didn't see you cast any spell. How could you even know this?
Stand back, Watcher. I have waited so long for this moment. Not even gratitude will slow me down. A moment, Watcher. I doubt I could forget the words if I lived to be 1,000, but let me write them down where they belong.
The Circle doesn't deserve talent like hers.
There. Bekarna's Midnight Daydream. Not a bad ring to it, huh? Keep this as a memento, my friend. A nice statement piece for the dinner table. That hum of power is relaxing in the palm of your hand, no?
You scribed a new spell? Right there on the spot?
I had an early draft prepared already, but it was missing a little something. It channels starlight into a living ball, inspiring and motivating all that it touches before dispersing back into the ether. As spells go, it is a little tough to control, but maybe not bad for a first start. I feel as if I have climbed a long and winding staircase, opened the door at the top, and found a polished spyglass waiting for me. Now I have the entire sky to still explore. I do not know what comes next, but I am pleased to have come this far, especially with good company. For now, I want to spend some time with my book and my observatory, and a well-deserved cup of tea. Before you go, a parting gift. You have done enough for me that I owe you more than a roll of parchment. I happened upon this friendly-looking book while you were out looking for the star metal. And here there is a blank page, like it was waiting for us. May you do great things with it. Thanks to you, I have remembered much, and learned more than I could ever forget. A Grasimer Watcher. This would have been extremely unlikely without good friends.
You give us too much credit for something you figured out alone. Bask in that achievement and let me know how it feels, Ak.
So, do I look like an archmage yet? It might take a little time still. I should find some better robes. A nice tall hat, maybe.
I've no doubt that someone in the Republics would leap at the opportunity to outfit an archmage on the rise.
That island lies in some She even helped me finance Oneka's. I remember you.
Something you need? What is it, Casita?